good, delicious bass.
Good evening, folks. It is I, VannKraken. It is a Wednesday night World of Warships Legends stream. I think it's Wednesday night. I think I remembered that I was streaming about an hour ago. It's a holiday week here in the United States. It was Memorial Day. Hopefully other countries celebrate their fallen and active and former military service personnel, which is what we celebrated on Monday, though a lot of Americans think it's just a day to get together and barbecue and watch auto racing or something like that. But we did have a big holiday week, so I'm a bit discombobulated, just to be honest, and dark out there. My week has been treating me well, but I've been flying from one thing to another. We have stuff with our kids' school going on, soccer still going on, work is going on. Things like yard is going crazy. Long stories there with a bee invasion again this year, which we've had every year for the last 3 years. And didn't expect my bees to be back, but my bees are back in my wall. Somehow overwintered a lot longer this year again. So anyway, it's been a crazy kooky week. So I was driving to pick up my daughter at soccer practice just about an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, oh my, it's actually Wednesday night. It's time for a stream. I was thinking it was Tuesday. Totally blanking on the holiday. So yes, all things considered, things are treating us well here. We cannot complain. It's just gotten hot. I don't know about where you guys live, but we have a spike in temperatures this weekend. It's gone from about 75 degrees to 100. I think 100 degrees tomorrow. It's high 90s today. So we are traveling to Portland again on Friday, so this may be my only stream unless I have a chance to jump on tomorrow night. Going to be out for the weekend doing the soccer thing again. It's just this flurry of activity with my younger daughter who has tournament time. We had a big state tournament this last weekend. Unfortunately, they lost in the semifinals. Some really crappy refereeing didn't help, but we just let a team get out ahead of us. 0-3, wound up coming back, scoring 2 goals in the first 8 minutes of the second half, but couldn't tie it up. So it was very sad. Our team has the capability and by all rights should win our state, and we didn't. So on to Portland next week to play in our Elite Club National League, they call it, for the girls. So life goes on, right? It's just sport. It's part of life, but it's not what we live for. It's just a cool side activity that builds character when you lose and builds elation when you win. But I prefer to win. I'm VannKraken. I'll get to some games here. We are working on our weekly Havoc. I've gotten a little bit of a head start, actually a decent head start on knocking down our endurance trials. We are on Shakedown, Citadels. We need 12 more out of 20. We played 2 games in Farragut last night and got 8 hits in the second game, none in the first game because there was no cruisers, like 1 cruiser per side, which was totally odd. 50,000 of fire damage, which shouldn't be too awful hard, and we need 4 top 3s remaining. If you're just joining us for the first time, our stream is about being competitive but casual. We're here to help you learn some tips and tricks about World of Warships and World of Warships Legends in particular tonight that you may not know. While folks like Dark Architect can hang around and chat, they can provide you some awesome advice, even beyond what I can provide. But we're just here to help you get better at this game, enjoy the game, or maybe just sit back and watch some games and enjoy some of your free time. It's free, don't cost nothing, as they say, which you can't say that about everything in life anymore, right? Everything seems like it costs something, and everything costs more now with our new inflation. So let's think about what we want to do tonight. We need to accomplish some citadels and fire damage. So I think in my stream notes, we've been working on British ships for a while. We progressed to tier 5 and tier 6. I think we're going to start out with King George V, because we can light some fires and we can potentially get some citadel hits, 2 for 1, potentially get some high finishes. We're really close to having this ship completely upgraded, which is the fantastic news. It's getting better and better as we go along. So yes, for Dark Architect, our battleship guru, though he keeps making videos about cruisers, I don't know, he might be a cruiser convert here soon. I prefer playing cruisers. It's my favorite type of ship. I hate to say class, because a class is really a class of ship or a type of ship within a line, right? So purists will say, don't say class when you're talking about cruiser, battleship, or destroyer. Talk about type, or now carrier vehicle. I'll be honest, I've played very little to no carriers since they've come back out. I will get to that. I've honestly been completely shocked by the fact that we have had little to no carriers in the games that I've been playing of late. And I play a lot of tier 6. Been playing some tier 7. Occasional dip into tier 5 and seeing just few carriers overall. And because I said that, we have some tier 7 carriers in my tier 6 ship to face. The tier 7s are a little stronger, I think, too, comparatively. And let's see, we are on Sleeping Giant, not the spawn I prefer by any stretch. Because I don't like going middle. Typically gets you baited into crossfires, and since our destroyer is going to go wide around the left-hand side, I'm going to follow him and give him support. It looks like our Suzuya is going to go that way too, and it's going to confirm that with a little... If you go to your overview and you use your cursor to select a square and hit A button, I don't know on PlayStation what button it is, the lower button of the 4. We get to select a square now and show people our intentions. Dark says he did a 300 Twitch follower stream this past week. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. Lower button is X. Yeah, our lower button is A. But you have like a square button and stuff like that too, right? Can honestly say gosh, if I played on a PlayStation ever, it was like the original PlayStation. It's been that long ago, and I've never owned one. Though I owned a lot of Sony TVs when I was younger. Square, triangle, and circle. And then an X. It's kind of cool. I always forget which letters are which, honestly. Part of it's because I'm getting old. Part of it's because I just know by feel. I don't think about which button. I just know spatially what to hit. Okay. We need 50,000 in fire damage. Got someone, most likely a DD, already in A, because I got in there undetected. And the cap is turning. And here comes planes. Awesome. And they're going to attack me because I'm the battleship. So let's bow into the planes. We want to turn as straight into the planes as we can when they are torpedo planes.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
And it's a very tight spread. Very tight spread with those torpedoes versus some of the lower tiers that come in more of a V shape. Especially if they adjust course. Let's go ahead and throw our fighter at. Give us a little additional protection. Gonna try to turn away from that. See if we can avoid one. Okay, we avoided one. Aerial torpedoes don't do nearly as much damage as shipborne torpedoes, thankfully. Okay. Finally got that squadron taken care of. We did do a recent YouTube video last week, about a week ago now, on managing damage. And I recommend not using damage control on the first fire or first flood that a squadron of airplanes inflicts on you, just in case a later pass of the same squadron gets you again. You don't want to have a flood or fire that you can't put out. Come on, little Zed. Show yourself. He's gonna hide. And we just can't quite get up and down over that island. So let's go ahead and fire on the Zara, who is also firing on us, it looks like. Oh, thanks, Dark. Not a lot of views on videos lately, but you know, it's part of the process. YouTube is a fickle beast. Ugh, our Suzuya docked and dorked, and now we are in trouble. We got to accelerate out of this corner. We can't face both the battleship, and we're showing too much side, actually. And the DD. We're going to pay for this. Dip that shot a little low. Okay. Oh, good God. Shokaku. We're kind of going straight at the torpedo squadron right now. I'm having to kind of manage looking at the mini-map right now to see what he's doing with his bombers. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to heal my flood until we take another torpedo or two here. And then I'll heal the flood. And we would have got a second flood there. So thankfully we were patient, we waited. This is the tier 6 damage pinata in a tier 7 game. Thanks, Dark. Yeah, it is a lot of patience with the whole YouTube business, for sure. I feel like I've been trying to put in good effort, as you do, on the quality of the videos, and getting more recommendations here and there, but it definitely is a process, right? Okay, there's that Zara again. We're gonna go ahead and heal damage. I think I've got enough gray damage in my bar, grayed out part of my bar, to get a full heal. Another thing we kind of want to watch for. We don't want to heal when we're only gonna get partial value of our full heal. Should heal at least 8,000 hit points if enough of our health bar is grayed out. Good gravy.
The ship is on fire.
Okay, we're going to aim above the Zara because he's going to turn away. Just didn't aim high enough. Ugh. Battleship's rounding the corner. We're in a bad place. Okay, I have to heal. We're about dead here. We get one more shot off. Nope. Damn it. Alright, well that was tough. We got focused by the CV. We do not have the engine upgrade on this ship, so it makes it sluggish and hard to turn. And it'll get better as soon as we get that power plant upgrade. Hey Garrus, welcome back on the YouTube side. Type, class, like make and model. Yeah, pretty much. I think you pretty much nailed it though. If you were a real stickler, you'd say, well, you'd probably say the ship work is the type. But I think that's a fair assessment. It's just it used to be on the early days of the forum boards for World of Warships PC that people get really picky uni about if you said, my favorite class is destroyers. You're like, well, class is the Fletcher class. So you have your historians who like to correct those sorts of things, not just your grammar and spelling. We had a lead, but I have a bad feeling. Well, look at these two. These two battleships are really full health. If they don't push in really soon and take the B cap, you can't avoid the cap, dude. You've got to go in and get the cap. If we don't actually go in and try to turn one of these caps, we're already 230 points behind, and we will lose based on points. There's no reason for that Bismarck to be avoiding the cap. There is a destroyer there, but if he's smart about how he angles, he has secondaries that will start firing as soon as that destroyer is visible. And you just load HE and steer into the torpedoes and minimize any hits. But this game is a lost cause because you've got basically three. You have another ship even further out. So that's three battleships staying so far out of the action that it really costs you, unless they can come back and kill all these guys, which is not likely. So, by the way, Van, you will like what is coming up next for Legends. Are you talking about from a super test / ship perspective? Like campaignish ship? I know you can't say what, but maybe if that's the kind of thing you're talking about. Okay, guys, we need fire damage, so I'm gonna jump over to our other battleship we're working on, and then the Devonshire. We're gonna run 2 tier 5s, so we're gonna run Normandy and Devonshire. So let's do Devonshire first. That should really help with our fire damage. Oh, from a super test ship perspective, cool. And campaign. I'm not the hardest in the world to please, honestly. I think the campaigns are a really good value, personally. Even though I do buy premium time because I like to progress faster in the game. It's not going to be anything that helps your RNG or is pay to win, but I don't have that many hours to play. I get to play usually between 6 and 10 hours a week, so I like to maximize that play time, and premium time makes a huge difference. So it's worth it if you can swing it. Just buy the annual amount, buy it when it's on discount. I don't know if you guys saw in the last patch notes, they talked about giving us some coupons that we can use in the shop on a rotating basis, and that's something they do on the PC. It's actually something I've been asking about for quite a while, so I'm super excited about it because the way you can use the coupons on PC is on things like premium time, ships, what have you. So if you can use your coupons on any non-discounted items, if you could get like 20 or 30% discount on premium time when you want it, that'd be awesome. Though you can usually get a 50% discount around the holidays. So wait till between Black Friday and New Year's. Dark says pay to win is not really a thing. Not in this game. I don't believe it is in this game. The one thing that people got really upset about with regard to what they thought was pay to win was on the PC version when they did the Research Bureau, which you can reset a line you've completed and then go back through that line, and each time you unlock a new ship you've already unlocked at least one time in the past, you get what are called research points, and you can use those to buy certain legendary ships. Ohio is a really popular one right now, or Apollo Emilio, a Italian destroyer. That's really fun. When the Research Bureau first came out, the idea was that they weren't going to give you a ship for completing a certain amount of research points. It was going to be to get these upgrades that you could only get through the research bureau, and people felt like that was kind of pay to win because not everybody would be able to afford or have the time to do these research project resets. And it would make some people's ship better than others of the same type of ship by putting these special upgrades on. So they canned that and just turned it into different premiums that you can only get through the research bureau, which I think was smart. So now no one gets a specific advantage from a unique upgrade. They just have the chance to unlock certain premium ships that can only be unlocked through the research bureau. We are living a little bit dangerously with this Iron Duke here. I'm hoping he's going to fire at the Congo. Is what I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers. Though we're going to be showing him broadside. I can't go straight at him. Right now we're not being targeted, so far so good. Now we are. Gonna try to do a sharp turn away here as soon as we can. Shoot some torpedoes in their general directions. Keep working on this destroyer though. Destroyers are always the top priority. Who died? Our battleship's dead already because he went full broadside to several battleships. Well, several ships. My DD is going to have to work on that destroyer because I've got to mind my angles against these guys now. Okay, cool. The Hawkins is out. Now we can help. Because I'm just going to kite or angle away. So kiting is just moving away from an enemy ship at an angle, a skinny angle, not showing them your full broadside. And it's generally an active maneuvering type of situation. We're going to move back and forth. Let's ping this edge with torpedoes just in case he decides to turn in. But kiting is an active strategy. You don't want to just sail in a straight line away at an angle. You actually want to try to time turning away from the enemy ship when they're reloaded and about to shoot at you. Okay, let's see if we can get some more fire damage. We need fire damage. And we have been totally lucky. We've been considered kind of a minor threat, I think. That's why these guys have been leaving us alone. Hopefully to their ultimate detriment.
Look what I have created! I have made fire!
Okay, got another fire set, and this one's gonna last. Oh, damn. Snap, our Byron got him. Well, we got about 4,000 in fire damage before he died. Dang it. Hey, Dark, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And you as well. You are making a positive impact every time you're on, dude. And with your content on YouTube. So very much appreciated and supporting the Legends community, which is growing, right? It is growing. So thanks, man. Have a great one. Thanks for stopping by and good talking to you. Okay. Team is doing really well this match. But it's going to be a little hard for us to get a top 3 finish, because we're out on the edge. We didn't get any ship kills. We were very close to killing the Hawkins. I learned to kite real quick in the Pensacola. That poor ship gets clapped easily. Yeah, the Pensacola, Garrus, is like... Their guns are amazing on a tier 5 cruiser, honestly, if you know when to use armor piercing. Because it gets improved, what's called normalization angle. It can penetrate at a greater angle without bouncing, because it's the first ship in the heavy cruiser line and actually has that improved U.S. Navy armor piercing round potential. But the hull is extremely fragile. Gives up citadels really easy, so you don't want to be showing too much broadside at the 10 to 12 kilometer range, and then you need to angle against cruisers to not get citadeled, and especially battleships. Well, if you're too close and you angle against battleships, you can get citadeled still. A lot of times they will overpen if they're super close because the shells just blast right through the hull. But yeah, she's a challenge, and the slow turning gun turrets are the other thing. You really want to use the modification that speeds up your turret rotation. I use that instead of going for probably damage control, something like that, or accuracy. I'm trying to remember which one you have to choose between. But if you get used to playing her, she can actually be a really dangerous ship, Pensacola, and greatly underestimated. Because if you know how to kite in her, and she's relatively hull maneuverable, again, at the expense of the gun turrets not really turning with the hull very well. People will give up on you and find a target that's easier to hit. Oh, we might get a kill here on the California with this fire. Yes!
Sweet.
Okay, that helps. We're on the wrong side to get the destroyer, though. I did not want to go in front of the California. I popped a London last night in one of my battleships with AP from like half health. And he was headed straight at me. So we were able to get several citadels straight down the hull. Which again, sometimes hitting a cruiser at close range is better if they are at an angle or facing straight at you, because... Are we going to get him through the hole? Get him through the hole. Ah, just missed. When a cruiser's angled and it's close to a battleship, if it's angled, then the shell has more time to travel through the hull at an angle, and for that shell to fuse and explode inside the ship, versus when they're completely broadside at short range, the shell can just go straight through a lot of time and give you an overpen. Yeah, well, we're top 5. We're not top 3. We got a little fire. One day we'll have a detailed damage screen that actually tells you how much fire, how much damage from armor piercing and HE alpha strike, torpedo damage. It'll all be spelled out. It will happen at some point. It just can't be really soon enough for me. I'd love to have that. So we're already 30,000 fire damage in those last 2 games. So we did pretty good with our fire that we started on that Richelieu in the last game with our King George. Okay. So let's jump back. Let's see what happened. I'm sure we lost, but yeah, we didn't win because the star's still there at the bottom of the ship. That's your first win bonus marker. And we got to be super close to unlocking. Yeah. Very close to unlocking our engine upgrades. Let's play King George one more time. Maybe finish our fire damage. We'll go full potato and just shoot HE for a while, which you can get away with in a British battleship, because the HE has like 50% fire chance and decent alpha strike. But honestly, even in British battleships and most other nations, you want to use armor piercing against broadside targets, HE against bow end targets, or things like destroyers that don't have a citadel. Citadels are the only ship in the game that don't, or sorry, destroyers are the only ship in the game that don't have a citadel. Okay, what are we looking at this time? We are bottom tier again, but no carriers this time. No carriers to deal with. Cody coming in with the host. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Thank you for the host. I think my channel was hosting yours when I logged on, so how ironic. Very much appreciated. Dark wouldn't disclose anything. Hey, thank you, sir. I totally appreciate it. For the host and the raid. And Dark was saying that something exciting was coming super test wise, but obviously wouldn't say what or any particulars. But hopefully that's going well for you. Dark Architect, who is just on, is a super tester. You've been wiped out. Cody is also a super tester, which is a great service to the game, especially when you have players that know what they're doing. Testing ships is what any developer wants, so they can give fair and honest assessments of how the ships are working. Your internet is crapping out. When I streamed on a Friday night, I was in a Scharnhorst game at the end, the last game of the night, and it went out and failed. The stream got chopped up into 2 pieces towards the end. It was pretty funny. I think it was my internet too. I don't think it was Twitch this time. Okay, there's first fire. So we're gonna let a little burn happen here to gray out our bar a little bit, and then we're actually gonna use repair party on our first fire, not the damage control party. We want to save damage control party for if we get a second fire. So let's go ahead and activate that. It'll replenish a little bit of the health that we lost, as well as basically replace in an active manner any of the fire damage we're continuing to take right now. Our bar will hold steady. Cool, that's good, man. That's exciting to hear. I mean, there's so many ships. If you guys follow World of Warships on PC but don't play, you can just follow the news over there, and you can see fun and exciting things that are coming along on that side of the pond, so to speak. Like super battleships are being tested right now. I play that game too. I just have not been over there a whole lot lately to test out some of these new things. Garrus, Alpha Strike is the actual like damage caused by the shell exploding. So whenever you see those numbers pop up when you hit an enemy ship, that's your Alpha Strike value. And then fire damage is obviously the accumulated, what you call duration of time effect of the fire or a flood that damages a ship over time. But yeah, whenever you see your numbers pop up or you see your damage total up in the right-hand corner roll up after you hit somebody with shells, that's your Alpha Strike. And I don't know where we get all these terms, to be honest. Jean Bart knows that we're going to hit him pretty well if he shows himself. I'm trying to keep an eye out at the corner here for the kid. Let's throw our plane up. Hopefully we can detect the kid or the JB. It's JB. He's healing now, unfortunately. Ah, I thought he was oriented the other way. I should have checked the mini-map, and I didn't. One cool thing about this boat is that you have a 25-second reset on your main battery guns. Your reload is pretty short. Okay. Okay, Jean Bart. We need to get another fire. I want to get another fire on him immediately because he basically put the first one out. And when you put the first one out with your damage control party, if you can light them up again, then you know that next fire is going to burn for a long time until their damage control party is able to reset. Okay, those are combination. We have Kid and Fiji torps. The Kid torps are the slow torpedoes, the US destroyer torpedoes. The faster torpedoes are from the Fiji here, most likely. Unless there's another destroyer we have not seen yet. And we just undershot the Fiji a little. Stay loaded with HE because British cruisers have very skinny hulls. We'll be able to do pretty good damage against the Fiji if we can hit something. Team is not faring extremely well. We have 1 cap out of 3. Nope, we don't have. Yeah, okay, it's 1 cap to 1. B is still unclaimed but turning in their favor. So we're behind on points and we're behind a ship, so we just kind of want to be smart and stay alive. So we just took a mighty whack from the Jean Bart. So we're going to use our second repair party. And the stupid destroyer is spotting us. So if I turn into this area, I'm going to get torpedoed. And take broadside fire from the Fiji. So we're going to try to angle away from the Fiji, kite the Fiji. There's the... there is two destroyers here. I may eat torpedoes from the kid doing this, but... be worth it if I can catch this Akatsuki out. He swung his butt. We still managed to hit him. Get our secondaries on him a little bit. I'm going to throw a plane up just because it'll help with torpedo detection sooner than it would be otherwise. I'm just drawing a lot of attention. I'm going to stay at an angle where it's hard for the Akatsuki to torp me. We know he's torping right now. So his torpedoes are going to come on this angle, so we're going to just angle straight away perpendicular from where he fired. And this is where I really wish that I had played one more game in the ship and got the engine upgrade. Okay, we may be able to waggle, but I'm showing my side now to this JB still, which is bad. Sometimes the torpedoes don't kill you, it's the fact that you have to stay broadside that kills you. Hey, Samuel. Okay, so where is the kid is the question. Okay, Jean Bart's out. No, the kid is still tracking us because we're still spotted. Or it's the Fiji that sees us. Yeah, I always enjoy taking out a destroyer. Issue is we're going to need to get another cap here really soon. We're kind of clustered up like our last team on an edge. So we need to get B really soon. And the problem is if I take this interior turn, I'm afraid I'm going to eat torps. So we're kind of going to bait a turn and then turn away. I'm pretty sure that kid is inside tracking us right here. And there's our Fiji again. It's armor piercing. Oh crap. Wow. Okay, that was weird. Internet just dropped or something. Hopefully we don't have problems with that again. Okay. Really wish we had someone over here to help us spot the kid. Okay. Bismarck's in firing range now. We might as well fire because we're going to be detected one way or another. And we actually broke detection. Okay, let's turn in and help the mass. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, we are dropping. Now we're back. I don't know what's going on. Something funky going on equipment-wise. Not usually seeing my screen black out and then come back. And then it's recovering. Okay, cool. Got another fire on the Bismarck. Well, not another on the Bismarck, but another fire. So hopefully we'll be getting our fire damage goal taken care of. Okay, we're going to stay bow into him. He doesn't have the greatest caliber of guns. So we should be able to bounce his shells pretty good. But granted, I am worried about eating torpedoes. I'll just tell you that right now. So we're going to alter our speed a little bit. Take a pot shot on the... No. Thought we'd pot shot the Fiji, but... Let's go back to the biz. Stream's not dropping. Yeah, it's weird. Used to have where I'd quit back to port a lot, and I know other people had that problem, and one of the patch fixes seemed to have gotten that problem taken care of, but this is new. It's always something. Okay. Fiji is just going to be a little bit out of range.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Yeah, and what we called that, right?
Hold below the waterline.
We called that. God, I'd love to get the kill on this Bismarck. Ah. That would have really helped us get a top 3 finish. So killing destroyers gives you a higher amount of experience points than you expect. It's as good as wearing down a large battleship because it's relative to the size of the ship. And strategically, there's really nothing better than killing a destroyer. Secondarily, you're going to get more experience points when you kill ships that are higher tier than you. So being low tier can kind of stink, but at the same time, be happy that it actually rewards you greater. We got to get the B cap. We're going to have to do it alone versus this DD. Come on, where's teammates? I'm guessing he's right about here, which could be bad. I'm going to go on a straight line, let him launch, then I'm going to turn. Hopefully time this right and mess up his aim. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know if it's going to be enough to just turn this cap. We need to get a teammate in A. Little sucker. If he's right on one of these edges, it's going to be ugly. I'm going to try to dip into the cap and actually turn away from this island. Okay. It's the Fiji that's shelling us. We just can't see him. There he is. You want to do this, Fiji? Scheist. Smoked up.
Fighter returning to ship.
Bastard. He's going to wear down our superstructure pretty quickly. I can't really stay in the cap because he's going to wear me down and kill me. Gotta kite away, maybe get out of his main battery range. He has relatively short main battery range in a Fiji. Or break detection. God dang it. Able to grab A, but I'm screwed 1v2. The destroyer's keeping me spotted. The Fiji's in smoke. It's just kind of the worst of both worlds. I can't counter the Fiji without complete blind fire, and he's going to wear me down. I have a pretty soft superstructure in this ship. You bastards. We broke detection. We're gonna die. Right after we broke detection. This is your first game of World of Warships. You'd be pretty frustrated with this game. It's a tough situation when you're 1v1 in a battleship versus a destroyer, especially when there's a teammate of theirs with smoke. Samuel says, very much so, killed 3 DDs with Nelson. HE gave way more experience points than you're expecting. Yep. Capping and killing destroyers is really, really good for XP. That was unfortunate. I think we probably got what we needed for fire. And hopefully we probably got like a top 4 finish. Because it was so damn frustrating. Let's see what we did here. Nope, we got second place. Okay, so that's cool. So When you have a team that taters at the end like that, that actually helps you get a higher team score. See this, when you have 2 destroyers on your team and they're the bottom 2 ships, or 2 to 3 destroyers, and 2 of them are at the bottom, it's going to be very hard to win that match. Let me just be honest about that. Your destroyers are probably your most important ships on your team, especially if they're played by inexperienced players. It can be really, really hard to win. Okay. So where's... Okay, that's our second of 5 top 3 finishes. Fire damage goal is complete. So we've got fire done. Let's take Normandy out. We were able to get a bunch of citadels in this ship the other night in one game. No guarantees, obviously, but I think we'll screw around and take out the Farragut for our citadel hits if this doesn't bear fruit with Normandy. We do need to remember to go back to King George and buy the engine upgrade. Yeah, that's kind of lost is a super frustrating, Samuel. I mean, we did our part. We survived and we kept a rapid push from happening in that A flank, but our team, I don't know. My guess is that we won the C cap and then they tried to push kind of one by one into B and died. We had a ship advantage. No real reason we should have lost that game if people moved as a group, but I have a feeling probably people went one by one from C into B and probably got picked off. Okay. There's no domination cap, so we don't need to go past the halfway line. If you drew a horizontal line across the middle of the map, that is the farthest you'd want to go. But honestly, we don't even need to go that far. As a battleship, we have decent range in this ship. Whoops. I want to look at this first. 16.4 kilometer main battery range. And we are top tier. So we definitely don't need to push too far ahead. It's only 1 destroyer, thankfully. We're going to kind of stay central-ish. We're not going to stay guarding our cap, so to speak, but I don't want to get too far from the center of the map because there's no A and C caps to worry about capping or supporting, but we want to make sure that we can support the flank that needs the most help. And we don't want everybody to go middle and completely abandon a side. Like, these guys are all going to come in lemming train. It'd be nice if someone would keep an eye on the 2 flanks so we don't get completely flanked on one side and put into a crossfire. But these 2 guys are in a division and are going to go together, and we have no one to spot on that left edge because we have our destroyer on the right edge or the west edge of the map. Did I buy any of the historic camos for Bismarck or Odin? I did not, but I think they're both really cool. I have that historical Bismarck camo on the PC, and I think it's really neat. I know it's just neat having the actual historical ones. And I think the Odin one, the Nordic look is cool. Very cool. So a little bit tempted. If I really played the Odin a lot, I'd probably buy that one because I think it's damn cool looking. I saw people talking about it on Discord. So more camo options is cool. And not an outrageous price. 750 gold isn't too bad. Okay, here's the deal, guys. We can't push all the way out to this edge by ourselves in a battleship. So we're just going to kind of do a loop, keep an eye on these lanes here, and then if we get spotted, could very well be that we're getting a push through what would be the C-cap channel. You have a Nuremberg from their team that got very antsy and rushed forward. And you see our cruisers starting to do it too. There's no need to get that far. You don't need to go into the middle of the map. There's no cap there to take. There's nothing but death for those Kirovs in there. They have no hull armor. They're very good guns, but very easy to kill, especially when they're firing and stuff and making themselves visible to these two battleships. Just don't charge the middle of the map. Thing is, they're like a devastating strike potential for these battleships back here. Still not spotted from over here, though kind of keeping an eye on it. Yeah, one of our cruisers got antsy as well. Omaha. You cannot play an Omaha aggressive either, which many of you have probably learned. Oh crap. We're still on HE from our last game. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. There's a first customer. Oh, this is the one we want for Citadels, guys. Omaha. Just have to breathe on it. And they're going to run broadside to us. This could be good. Could be lucrative. Yay! 3 Citadels, Dev Strike. People say Omaha is a crappy ship, but that's not Omaha's fault, guys. That is commander error. Okay. Now that we've alleviated a little bit of a push threat, I am going to get a little more central just to draw fire from these guys. See, they're already losing health. They should just kind of camp behind this island, let me spot for them. You definitely don't want to be backing up in open water like this guy, because what I just did to that Omaha is going to happen to him really shortly when this Queen Elizabeth comes around the corner. Kirov, very fragile. Not as fragile as Omaha, but pretty fragile. I'm just baiting broadside a little bit to this Queen Elizabeth just to get him to shoot at me and leave the cruiser alone. And we're a little safer pushing in now because we've got a decent ship advantage. Queen Elizabeth's gonna slow. Yeah, they're firing at us now, which I'm fine with. We can tank some damage for our cruisers. Battleships should be spending hit points in a match. You don't want to conserve all your points until it's too late to help your team. Again, this guy, completely unnecessary. He could get a really high score in his Kirov by not charging like that. If you're charging in a cruiser like that to use your torpedoes, you're doing it wrong. Totally 100% doing it wrong. Torpedoes are an ambush weapon, not an open water attack weapon in a cruiser generally. Exceptions to the rule might be the Italian, French, or Japanese cruisers that have really long range torpedoes. I cannot believe this Kirov is still alive. Okay. Say the Queen Elizabeth should have killed him way sooner. Okay, we're gonna bow in now to the Queen Elizabeth. We don't want to get broadside to either of these dudes. They both have good guns. And Normandy has some decent secondaries, so we're almost close enough to start using them. Yeah, we're gonna spend some damage here. Oh, just missed that. Just missed that kill, unfortunately, but we're gonna push the Queen Elizabeth. Where is their destroyer is the question. When you get locked in on a 1v1 duel with a battleship is when a destroyer will often take advantage of you zoning in. So I'm gonna hold position a little bit and not push too far forward. Oh, destroyers in our cap. Great. But we have cruisers in the area. Cruisers, get back. Okay, spotted a battleship over here. If I go too far forward now, I'm going to be showing full broadside to this guy. So I'm going to actually wait for the Queen Elizabeth to turn. And now I'm going to turn away. Okay, we were angled. Going to run a repair party. And we're going to try to turn where we don't give full broadside to the New Mexico. I'm turning back towards the New Mexico right now. Looks like he wasn't fully loaded, thankfully. So we'll use the island to break detection, give us some cover. Gonna slow down and turn. Garrus is asking about this in the last stream. Turn. When you're slowing, makes you turn sharper. Then you can speed back up. Hopefully our cruisers are in there to stop the cap. Barely. They've spotted the destroyer. Hopefully they can reset the cap and kill the destroyer. Now, I don't want to round this corner and come in full broadside to these two battleships. So I'm actually going to kite off the edge, just run at an angle to the edge, bearing slightly away. So if I come in at full angle here, straight towards this island, bow into the Queen Elizabeth, I can guarantee you the New Mexico's sitting there waiting for me to make that mistake and completely broadside me and whack me. So we're just going to slow down now, turn and show an angled side to the Queen Elizabeth while we're reloading. Actually, I'm going to wait for him to fire. We're going to turn and switch our guns to the other side because I don't have room to make a left-hand turn without hitting the island over there. One more volley. Okay. My guess is that the New Mexico's here. So we want to get turned, bow into this corner as soon as we can now. Meanwhile, we're getting our guns rotated to hit the Queen Elizabeth over here.
Nice work.
I don't have a plane, so I can't tell where the New Mexico is, but I'm guessing... Oh, okay, there he is. So we're going to be bow into the New Mexico, but first volley is going to be at the Queen Elizabeth. If he goes forward, he's not. So let's just get our guns ready on the New Mexico. Just kind of anticipating where these guys are going to pop out. I'm not going to give full broadside to the New Mexico. He's going to give me a nice side. I'm going to aim at the water line. And unfortunately, French armor-piercing rounds is not the best armor-piercing rounds. Be awesome to get some citadels here.
Nice work.
Okay, he's firing at our teammate, so... Dang. Penetrations, but not a citadel. American battleships have what's called a all-or-nothing armor scheme in the mid-tiers, which is actually pretty tanky. It's able to absorb damage pretty well. Cool, Garrus, I'm glad. And sometimes you'll be amazed at the turns that you can pull off. Let's just see if we can get him with a citadel hit right here. Ah! Dang. Let's not chase him around the edge. Let's just meet him around the corner. So if I were to chase him straight across this edge, going perpendicular to the edge of the island here, I'd show him full broadside. And again, he can do a lot of damage to me in a New Mexico if I go full broadside to him. He has much better armor-piercing rounds than I do. So let's go ahead and use a repair party. We're going to come around the corner and kind of angle into him, hopefully. He's running just parallel to us, so... He may not survive for us to get another shot off. But we've done 115,000 damage. I think I've had that same number, or close to it, in my last 2 Normandy games. This is a fun ship. Again, not the hardest hitting guns, but you got 12 of them. And then when you move up to the Leon, again, lower than average gun caliber, but you have 16 of them. Most main battery guns on a ship in the game, I want to say. 16 on Leon. Okay. Oh! No, he's gonna die. We still may have made the top 3 with a high cal. Let's hope that we did. Just didn't time it to get a lot of the kills. Okay, good. We did get the dev strike on the Omaha. And where'd our Kirovs finish up? So one finished very low. Our Omaha was as impatient as this Omaha. And the other Kirov also was middle of the pack. That was probably the guy that got pretty close before he died. But Kirov can be played at a standoff distance and can be really, really deadly, just lighting fires. You don't need to rush the middle of the map or rush a cap in a Russian cruiser. They're not built for it. Baltimore is about the only cruiser that I'd really edge up to a cap and get bow in, maybe Wichita. Thank you, Samuelus. Ship has been treating me okay lately. So we did get 3 Citadel hits. So that means we need 9. So let's go do a game in Farragut for fun. Some folks on stream had told me to use Farragut for Citadel missions, and I had some really good games on stream with her, and then actually did a YouTube video on using Farragut to get your shakedown trials done. If you have things like torpedo hits, Citadel hits, top finishes, damage, it's a pretty versatile little ship. And the key here will be is if we're matching up against enemy cruisers, because that's where we're going to get the bulk of our Citadel attempts. And we got 3 cruisers on the enemy team and a carrier. Carriers will also yield Citadels. Said earlier, destroyers don't have a Citadel, and battleships. Samuel might know if you could actually Citadel a battleship in a Farragut, but I highly doubt it. So the mid-tier US destroyers don't have great torpedo range. So you'll see we have a 5.5 kilometer detection and a 5.5 kilometer torpedo range. So you can't do a lot of what's called stealth torpedoing in a Farragut. You can't stand off at a long distance and use your torpedoes. You've got to get pretty close or time your torpedoes towards a ship that's approaching you. Preferably at an angle across your bow so you can hit them side on. And I got a teammate that's having fun shooting some torps at us. Do we know our teammate who's doing that? Probably the Omaha. No. Okay. So we are going to hazard using our guns, because we can get Citadel hits on this Omaha if he shows us broadside. I don't think I can Citadel him bow on, unfortunately. You can see we're bouncing some rounds. How about now? That might be a chance. Dang. Uh-oh, hello. Hello, Hotnik. Gonna use our smoke. I'd probably whip those into the island. Hotnik has pretty good guns. Stugay can be problematic to Citadel, even in a cruiser. Let's see what we can do. Kind of hit or miss. Okay. Did decent damage on the Ohotnik. They are really narrow. Really skinny target. Sam says, I know someone posted a video of them citadeling a BB with La Fantasque AP months ago, but I believe they fixed the armor spot. Okay. So yeah, not likely that we would be able to find a Citadel. And again, very short range torpedoes, so let's throw a few out just in case he pursues us. Again, now we have to worry about multiple ships. The Duguay gets broadside. It's worth a try. Let's give it a try. We're gonna have to kite away from the Texas, hope he misses us. Come on. There we go. A little further forward. Ugh. Got around the corner. Ah! So we're trying to change direction. Oh crap. Oh crap. I did not see this dude. Did not even see him. Was not paying attention to what was going on behind me. That's a mistake. Alright, we got 2 Citadels. Not going to get a top finish most likely in that game. I don't play Destroyer as much, so I get very focused on my missions when we're doing these mission sets. And didn't check the mini-map. There's a reason why you want to check the mini-map. Sometimes you're going to have Destroyer players that are just going to make end runs on the corners of the map. And that's kind of what happened in this case. Or along the edges. I don't tend to do that. I play more for objectives centrally. Good play on his part. As far as the torpedoes. I'm going to adjust a fan really quick, guys. Again, we just jumped up about 30 degrees, 25 degrees in the last 2 days here. I'm not used to it being so warm at this point. All right. Let's play some, you know. Should I do it? Should I play Pensacola? Kind of deviating from what we said, let's say, which is British and French ships. We need Citadel hits. Well, we can do a British ship and then jump back. So, first off, King George, we need to purchase our power plant upgrade, and we lost again, unfortunately. Okay, there's our engine. Sweet! She's upgraded. She'll be a lot more nimble now. First thing, whenever you upgrade your hull, you're going to get a reduced rudder shift time, which just means your rudder is going to respond faster to your commands and you're going to turn quicker. And then the power plant also improves your agility. Yeah, Samuel, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to play... Garrus is talking about Pensacola, and I haven't played Pensacola for a while, and I actually really like the American cruisers. I just haven't had much time to play them, working on this British and French line stuff. Pensacola against other same tier or lower tier cruisers is great for generating Citadel hits. Just again, it's slow turning turrets. So let's hope that we got in a game with a lot of cruisers. A decent amount, 4 per side. Any Omahas? Leander, another Pensacola. For Ataka. And a Krasny Krim. So a Krasny Krim is basically a Russian version of an Omaha. I think it was a Lend-Lease version of an Omaha. There's 4 different versions of Omaha in the game. 2 are Russian, 1's American. Oh, and then we have Marblehead, which is also an Omaha clone, essentially. Better torpedoes. Grinding Pepsi right now. Taking notes. Okay, well, hopefully I have a good game for you. I'm going to go ahead and load Armor Piercing just because I don't want to miss a chance to blap someone broadside if I can. A lot of times first round I'll load will be HE, because if I catch a destroyer out or something, I like to have HE loaded. But in this case, we're going to try to immediately try to blap a cruiser if we can. Dude, you don't... Emerald. Get back or use your smoke, buddy. Yeah, I know he's there. Okay, so I'm going to fire and I'm immediately turning away. And you notice I didn't fire until I was ready to be angled away and to start turning. Oh wow, we just Citadel'd the Mutsu. Ugh, and we hit a buddy. Where's the cruiser? Dang it. So Japanese battleships are essentially battle cruiser designs for the most part until you get to ships like Yamato. So they have pretty weak side armor. So pretty awesome when you can Citadel a battleship with a cruiser from 14 kilometers. We are being aimed at or targeted. Emerald, you need to use your smoke, dude, or you're dead. Most likely. You could see there, it took me a little bit to get my targeting reticles settled because I was turning, and when you turn in the ship, your turrets aren't fast enough to keep up with your hull when it turns. Oh goodness. That could be lucrative if he doesn't back up in time. Let's hope. He must have backed up in time. I want to get to this edge, but I don't want to go straight into that edge because there's a destroyer over there who's going to torp this lane.
Nice work. That's how it's done.
So we're going to angle in towards that smoke, bow into the smoke, so we can dodge any torpedoes over there. What happened? How'd we miss again? Dang it. Okay, we are going to switch our guns. So you almost have to treat the guns on this ship like a battleship. You want to get your guns turning before you start your turn. So why look to the right? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Bonehead. Okay, we only took one, thankfully, but I'm a bonehead. Yeah, I know, dude. So if you hold down on mine, it's the left bumper. It is the gun lock. And it basically allows you to look one direction, hold your guns down, get them turning in that direction. So you can kind of pre-turn your turrets. Of course, that was a Fubuki with longer range torpedoes. And huge ass damage torpedoes. So whenever you see that overview camera where it basically zooms out, That's me holding down my gun lock button, and it lets me look around. And it will get your guns turning the direction that you were looking with your turrets when you held the button down. It's like right now, my guns would stay pointed on the direction where my reticle is right now, no matter what orientation I turn my ship. If I hold down gun lock, my turrets will turn to stay locked on that point of reference. Okay, so Leander is a good ship to get citadels off if we can aim this properly. We're getting driven way to the back. Not a huge deal because we don't have any caps, but our own cap to worry about. Leander's turning away. He's going to aim a little bit above him. Come on, that could be okay. No citadel. You keep going in a straight line, Leander. God, lots of battleships behind us. Come on! There we go.
Enemy heavily damaged.
And you see our Alpha Strike Garrus, or the amount of damage on your citadel hits, is pretty strong. He's going to have to turn to avoid that island, so I'm going to wait for him to show me the broadside. I know he has to turn to avoid the island. Dude, this destroyer, if he would actually go this direction and spot him up for me, it would be fantastic, but he's not going to do that. He's a little worried. Ugh, team-wise, this is difficult. Mutsu's looking straight at me with his gun, so I can't really fire right now. His guns are turning to his left now, so I could fire and get a salvo off. He'll have to return his turrets onto me. Let's go ahead and do that. Call for focus fire on the Mutsu. See if our teammates will help. The Leander is not firing at us. He's didn't like that we citadeled him, basically. I'm going to switch to HE now and try to set the Mutsu on fire. I'm going to run out of map here. I overshot him. But I have broadside teammates who should be really making this guy's life difficult, but... Okay, good work. Now we can turn back in. Oh, good torpedoes on both those ships. I think Pensacola has this really good main battery range for her tier. So we can drop dimes down on this Texas from a long ways away. They're going to aim at us, so I'm going to start turning away. Kiting is just, again, I'm going to angle away. Be a skinny target when they fire. Oh, barely missed that. Shit, we're going to hit the island here really soon. Actually just going to allow myself to hit the island, start backing up. Hope that the Texas's aim is not fantabulous. Where are you, Mr. Leander? There he is. Crap. I don't want to show broadside to the Leander because he can hurt me with his armor-piercing rounds. So I'm going to try to bow into the Leander. Meanwhile, he's showing me broadside. Now I'll start going forward and I'm going to turn towards him. Try to. on, guys, help me. Fortunately, that Texas is still looming, or, oh, that's the Piotr now. Texas is dead. Stay bow into the Leander now. I don't think he can pen me. But he can torpedo me. Just have to be patient. I'm not going to use my back guns. It's going to show too much side. He's torping now. Oh, outturned my turrets. Okay, turn away because there's torpedoes likely coming. Let's use our hydroacoustic. Battleship's gonna kill us. Oh, God, yeah. Battleship gonna kill us. She's not the most nimble ship in the fleet, but she's nimble enough if you're not the center of attention to kite effectively. Just kiting at 10 kilometers is a little tight. We almost got out of that because we could have hid behind the Leander's smoke, but we gave our team a fighting chance. Did come up with 2 Citadel hits. It's going to be tough. This guy, this Fubuki spotted. He needs to kill that Farragut really quickly. Maybe he'll torp him. We'll see. We'll watch this little engagement. Looks like he got a hit, but it didn't kill the Farragut. Thought for sure, certain that would have taken him out.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, it did. Okay, he's done. Now we have the advantage of having a destroyer and they don't have one, so... our battleship is way too broadside to their battleship. He needs to continue moving and just bow in towards the Piotr, but he's showing a significant amount of side, so he's probably going to get worked. He wants all his guns in play, but he's showing a lot of side. But who knows? Maybe he'll be able to kill him before he dies. He has a health advantage. It's kind of interesting to see how this plays out. Oh, see, he just really took it in the shorts there. He had time to start his turn 30 seconds ago, so he would have been bow in on the Piotr already. Bummer is that Piotr has a very strong bow armor, so he's probably going to have to go to... No, he's just sitting, wants to fire all of his guns, so he's going to get wasted on the next salvo. He's dead. Can't show all that broadside, dude. This is low-tier battleship player play. Learn that to survive these battleship brawls, you have to angle. And he's out. Ugh, that was very winnable. He even could have turned and gone and just actually tried to ram him. I don't necessarily advocate ramming, but that would have been a good play in that situation. So, let's bump out. Let's do one more game in Farragut. Yeah, Arn Duke put himself at a big disadvantage by not angling in that situation. So that was a decent game in Pensacola. I mean, we got a little more attention than we wanted. If we just could have survived that one salvo, we could have been on the other side of the smoke and help work down that Piotr and maybe kill him, get him on fire. But he got us with like that last shell. Sometimes it goes that way. Hey, Thrill. I'm actually not so worried about the hard mode missions yet. I wasn't trying to do the 9 citadels in a game. I was just trying to do my 20 total first. But you are correct. To get the 9 citadels in a game, you've got to be tier 5. So I'm just trying to work down. Let's see where we're at. We've got 13 out of 20 Citadels, 4 out of 5 top 3s, and this is what I think Thrill's talking about, is if you get 9 Citadel hits in one game, then you get an extra 125 renown, which is really helpful. Then you don't have to go all the way to the end in the last week. I figure I'll probably be in all the way till the end last week because I have short weeks to play this week and possibly one more week within this campaign. So, oh, hey. We must have got our top finishes. That's probably our top. Whoops, sorry guys. Let's see. Oh, we actually won that game. He must have torped the battleship. Nice job by our Fubuki pulling it out. Okay, we've got a 3rd place finish there. So even though we didn't do massive amount of damage, we wound up with a 3rd place finish. Defending caps helps with XP. Spotting helps with XP. And we got 1 important kill. Okay. So yeah, that had to be our top finishes, top 3 finishes. So now we are down to Citadel hits. So let's play one more game in Farragut and see what we can get done. Got a couple in the last game, but a good game in Farragut, you can easily get 12 plus Citadels in a game. We just unfortunately wound up matching up against that Omaha when there was 3 ships shooting at us and we couldn't pursue him. And then we were going up against a French cruiser, and French cruisers can be a little more dicey to Citadel. They're really tall. I think you have to hit the Citadel a little bit submerged. So I like the French cruisers a lot. At the middle and lower tiers, if you can master kiting those ships, you can do a lot of damage, and you can be a really pesky target for, in a lot of cases, less experienced battleship players to hit. All right, let's see what we can do. We might see what else. We did get our win on our Normandy. We got our upgrade on our King George. Might be able to get some Citadels in Fiji. We're working on Fiji. Got fire damage accomplished in Devonshire. Okay. We're high tier. So we have an Emil, a Yahagi, 2 Phoenixes, Karlsruhe, Emerald. Okay. And a CV. Okay. This could be decent. Got a lot of cruisers in play. Remember, just a reminder, we have 5.5 kilometer torpedo range and 5.5 kilometer detection, but I don't want to torpedo stuff in this game. I want to kill stuff. I don't need top finishes anymore. I want to kill stuff with guns, is what I should say. So we have armor piercing loaded. We only have 1 enemy destroyer to worry about too, which is pretty cool. Just hopefully not completely potato this. This could work out reasonably well. We're going to do a sweep from the center out to this edge, towards this edge, see who we can detect. A big part of our role as a destroyer is spotting. So even when it's domination caps, the lettered caps, you just don't want to go in and try to die in the first 3 minutes saying, I'm going to get this cap no matter what. It's just not a great strategy. Okay, let's let the Phoenix turn broadside. We're going to kite away to our left, make sure there's no island to hit, and we're going to go for Citadel hits right now. At this range, it's definitely possible. Okay, he turned out. Broke detection. Let's see if we can kind of meet him on the other side of the island. Oh, he's got a buddy. Karlsruhe. These are not as easy to Citadel. They can be, but they're tricky. Notice Farragut has pretty high arcing shells. And I'm not super used to firing these guns because I don't play this ship a whole lot. Okay, he's stopping. See his smoke straight above his hull? Means he's stopping, and he's probably going to go into reverse. See, we're dropping dimes right on his water line, and he is somewhat Citadel hit resistant. Let's hope his aim isn't fantastic. Okay, broke off detection. There's the Phoenix. Okay. Come on. He's a little bit angled, though, still. Okay, now he's getting flatter target. Come on, Citadels. We should be able to Citadel him at this range. Took a fire. Damn, Gina. Lead the target. Get a kill on the Karlsruhe without the Citadel. Arg! They're hard. They're hard to Citadel. Harder than the tier 4 to Citadel, which isn't what you'd expect. Okay, we got an Emil again. Got to get a little closer, I think. Gotta be where are these planes detecting us? Okay. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Armor penetrating rounds drop off and lose penetration power over distance. Ugh. Let's use smoke. French cruiser's not always the easiest to Citadel either. Okay, I just didn't want to let him whale away on us. He's probably going to torpedo our smoke. So we're going to want to just back up, be bow into where these torpedoes would come from, and we're going to exit a different direction. We haven't spent quite half our health, so we want to last in this game. We're up by 2 ships. Emerald, super squishy. Ah, we got spotted by the carrier planes. Damn it. Ooh, who's over here? If the Emil's looped around. Need to fire our torpedoes from a defensive perspective. Damn it. Come on, Citadels. Make him do some dodging. Show your broadside. Okay, we're gonna aim waterline, see if that helps. There we go. Need to go a little more waterline. He killed our neighbor. It's gonna hurt. Damn it. Okay, we lost him because he went into the smoke and we were still detected by the enemy planes. Arg! Frustration! Well, we got one. One is progress. I think on the French ships, you gotta aim a little bit more at the water line. I think I was aiming a little bit too high to begin with. What are the health on these guys? Phoenix is out. Emerald is low. Damn. I am dead, Monk. I'm playing aggressive, just trying to get my citadels. Not playing like I would normally play, with being more cautious in a destroyer. And had some broadside ships there. Just could not citadel the Karlsruhe, which is always a problem for me. And the Emil, tougher than the Emerald. The Emerald would have been the ticket. The Emerald wound up on the other side. Team is going to pull this out, it looks like. How are you, Monk? I'm heading back your way this weekend. Another trip to Portland. Get to go to a Portland Thorns game this weekend, hopefully, which will be fun. All right, well, let's change the pace and let's not play a destroyer again. Let's go. Let's go battleship, perhaps. Also grinding Colorado. Let's go with some American guns. Do we want American guns? The ship is stock. It's a little painful, though we're close. Let's try it. I'm a glutton for punishment. Take your governor, too. I have to carry a bag of balls and stuff. And the video camera for the team, so I don't think I can fit any additional passengers after myself and my 3 family members that I'm transporting. Well, Monk, you can just move to Eastern Oregon. You can secede to Idaho, and we can be in the same state. The people that want to form the Greater Idaho Republic or whatever. So, some interesting areas of Oregon, too, as well as the state that I live in. At least that I've driven through. Hope you're doing well, Monk. Good to see you. Ugh, okay. We're up against a lot of fire starters. Shores, Kutuzov, Suzuya. Leon will probably shoot a lot of HE. Typically they do. As the transporter. I should. The chauffeur. They're excited to stop the outlet mall on I-84 on the way into town. That's the thing that they're probably most excited about. I'm excited about the soccer. Okay. Actually, I don't think I want to take in... Well, Colorado's so damn slow. I'm not going to go wide of the caps in Colorado just because it is so slow. I think I'm going to hang in this area. Stay a little more central. Try not to get completely spotted first. So any of these US dreadnoughts, especially the Colorado, is extremely slow. If you take a wide opening deployment position, sometimes you can't flex back to a hotter area, be it the middle or definitely the other side of the map. You just can't get there fast enough. So, gonna hide, or not hide, but hold more of this central lane here between the caps. What are you firing at, Kutuzov? What do you say? Can see how long it's taken us to try to do even a reverse. That's who we saw. Okay, let's see if we can get around in on this Suzuya before he disappears. You gonna show us broadside, buddy? No? Now you are? So I've learned a lot about battleship play in this game, and even cruiser play, and it's don't always fire immediately. Sometimes you just want to wait a little bit until a ship shows you broadside, and then you can fire. And we're able to get Citadel hit on that Suzuya by just being patient, letting him turn. We knew he probably wasn't going to come straight into the cap area.
The ship is on fire.
And he was going to turn out eventually, and sure enough, he did. Fortunately, we don't have the range upgrade. We don't have the power plant upgrade. Hull upgrade. So it's a bit of a pig to play until she has some of the available upgrades completed. And Kutuzov will just eat us up. And we can't reach their Kutuzov, unfortunately. So now we can start going forward. Broken detection. Kagro's hanging out in the town. Oh, looks like they docked right there. Can we hit him? Let's give it a shot. What the heck? Ah, just missed. Okay, with all these fire starters here, I don't necessarily want to go into the sea cap. I'm just going to get lit up and burned. So let's maybe transition a little bit central. Dude, Suzuya. I can't get out of your way. I'm a barge, dude. Situational awareness is a good skill to have. Alright, let's push the center. A couple enemy battleships in that location as well as on the far side in A, so I think we can help out transitioning to this side. Hopefully our Akazuki will survive and not get spotted. Main battery range, not great, 16.5 without the upgrade. See if this Iowa comes in broadside. He's bow into these guys, so if he pushes forward, he'll be broadside to us. Suzuya, use your plane. You can see these guys in the back. Okay, see if the Iowa keeps pushing forward. The Iowa pushes, we'll have a good salvo here coming up on his broadside. Good grief, guys in the middle. Okay. Let's hit something, shoot at something we can hit right now. Just a Suzuya. I'm going to anticipate that as soon as he's detected, he's going to back up. So we're actually not going to shoot in front of him. We're going to shoot, anticipating him to move back a little bit. And that's going to work out.
Ouch, down population unit.
And we got another Citadel hit. Be nice if the Iowa would just push forward. Okay, we got the Leon. Potentially coming to join us central. Ooh, Leon is stuck. He's not broadside, unfortunately. Still do pretty good penetration damage to him if we aim up a little bit on the superstructure. Okay. Being broadside to a Leon's not horrible because his gun caliber is not great. Though again, 16 barrels. He's not aiming at us though. Might burn down. Yep, gonna burn down before we can whap him. So let's push the Duke of York, go bow into the Duke of York, and get guns towards the Suzuya. It's gonna fire spam us.
The ship is on fire.
I think we wound up killing the Suzuya that we hit with our opening salvo. Let's anticipate him turning out. Go ahead and activate repair party. And turn away a little bit. Let's make ourselves a little bit more difficult of a target to hit. Oh crap, there's the Iowa. Our friends pushed into him and died. Shoot. So again, we could wait for him to turn broadside to us, but he doesn't look like he's going to do that anytime soon. Just trying to... Oh, now we have the Kutuzov joining in.
Problem solved, sir.
If I go straight into the Iowa, I'm just going to get melted really fast by the Kutuzov and the Suzuya, so we're going to just kite away from that noise a little bit. See if we can get behind this smoke and break detection. Who is spotting us? Oh, a shores.
The ship is on fire.
A nearby shores. Crap. So much fire. Colorados are just fire spam target like no other. Okay, we're gonna hit repair party. Come back about on the shores. Damn, think what that's... Oh, someone has a plane up, or else we would be breaking detection right now. Iowa's still alive, unfortunately. Possible chance of getting the shores with some citadels at this angle. Just a pen. Damn. Burning again. Gonna go ahead and save my damage control just in case they set me on fire a second time. Out of heals, unfortunately. Now we're gonna need to use our last damage control that we probably get to use because we had 2 fires burning. Come on, get him! Ugh. Stupid Suzuya. Whose damn plane is it?
Problem solved, sir.
Need to break detection. Well, we're looking good with 2 caps. And a couple ship lead. Broke detection, so I'm not going to fire right now. I don't want to get detected again. Let those cruisers focus on something else. Oh, you got your citadels, Monk? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm getting closer. It's not like an abundance in one game right now, though. Okay. We had to just get out of there to not get burned down. So let's turn in towards the Iowa. I don't know what angle he's at. I'm not checking the mini-map. Can we get up and over? Possibly. Assuming our cruiser's going to try to torp him. Hey, we got him. All right, Kutuzov and Suzuya. Need some revenge. Mayhan, that's... Oh, good. Yeah, that's a good one to get your monster mission done. Hard mode. Come on. Oh, I just overshot him. Damn it. Yeah, nothing more fun than cruising around at between 12 and 20 knots the whole game. Colorado life. And getting spotted from the moon. Ugh. Probably could have used my damage control. Alright, well we have all 3 caps. So, we need wins in this ship to get it upgraded, for God's sakes. Could play a Mayhan game. You say Mayhan, I say Mahan. So that is tier 5s. That will count for your 9 Citadel hits in a game. Except it's probably not in my favorites anymore. Let's go retrieve it. I haven't played Mahan forever. Where are you, buddy? I passed you. There we go. Okay, let's add favorites. Scroll back. Kraken, high caliber, and your 12 citadels. That will get it done. That'll get it done, monk. I think we have everything set. Okay. Let's try it. What the heck? Aoba and a Furitaka let you get behind them. That's cool. I just have not played the US destroyers very much for a long time. So it's remembering where exactly to aim on some of these cruisers. I think I was aiming a little too high on the French cruiser in the last game. Need to aim more waterline. You get mesmerized by that really tall hull. See, I don't have Gleaves. I'm thinking of just using some of my Commander XP. Still using Halsey. Gleaves is good for like Benham, right? And I guess these mid to lower tier US destroyers that could use a little uptick in torpedo range. Okay, we're low tier. 110 main gun hits, that's awesome. And you got 12 Citadel hits. Okay, I always forget. So we have 6.4 kilometer torpedoes and 6 kilometer detection. So I'm gonna write that down. I never remember this guy. Ugh, a lot of destroyers, only 2 cruisers. That last game in Farragut, we really kind of blew it not getting more when there was so many cruisers in that game. Oh, Clemson, right. Yeah, this boat too. For Gleaves. Shoot, I should be going to the B cap, guys. And we'll have 1 destroyer per cap for spotting purposes, as well as trying to snag a cap if we can, but I'm gonna have a disadvantage here against probably some of the enemy destroyers from a detection perspective. Yeah, they have Fubuki, Akatsuki, and a Benson, which could all potentially outspot me. So I'm not going to hang around if I get spotted. Yeah, someone's already in the cap, so I'm not going to enter it. Because there's at least a 50-50 chance that I'm going to get spotted way before I can get in there. Oh. Do I dare? Probably can't sit LFEG at this range. Can I? And we're now spotted. See if the Leningrad is goofy enough to wander into that area. I kind of doubt it. We can try.
Support the Allied target.
And I don't know, that Leningrad has twist and track. There he is, crap.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Gonna go ahead and use smoke. Oh, there's the other DD.
Critical engine damage.
Oh, crap.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, frack! Oh, Dirty Dan, I know who that is. Scheist! Let's not play these boats enough to deal with the turning effectively. That second destroyer popping up messed with my head. Alright, let's try Farragut. That's what happens when you pull the ship out of mothballs. We won't be able to get our 9 in a game, but let's see if we can get something. Monk is a destroyer expert. I am a destroyer novice. Usually don't play destroyers on stream because it's really hard for me to comment and concentrate as well. Good news is it looks like we're top tier. We have an Omaha and a Krasny Krim. That's it. God bless it. Guys, it's probably my last game because I have to do an employee review in the morning. I need to get a decent night's sleep. Yeah, Garrus, that's... I like the new BSG a lot. And I'm old enough to have watched the original on network television. Believe it or not. So... yeah, you're going to see my potato destroyer capability.
Good luck, everyone.
Definitely worthy of a frack. Shit. Okay. So I don't want to take an inside route. I don't want to get spotted earlier again. Let's see if we can come wider. Catch one of the cruisers wide. They're both going the other way. So we're gonna have to change course. Just try to do this on the Omaha. Oh, you don't want to kill him outright. You want me to have a chance. Alright, too far. Suki's gonna get stuck. Well, there's our best opportunity for some citadels, but if I went in straight in, it would just have been a suicide mission. Honestly, and I don't usually play like that, especially after that last game, which just sucked. Krasny Krim, again, is also... oh, crap. The Krasny Krim is basically an Omaha-class ship, which would yield citadels to us as well. Got a Death Wish destroyer here in the Minakaze. Should always be able to outgun a Japanese destroyer and an American destroyer. Okay, well, this Krasny Krym's gonna get nuked by a battleship probably before I can get over to where he's at. Let's target the other enemy destroyer. Switch to HE rounds. Come on, so close. Okay, where's the Krim? He's low health. He's a little too far away. Plenty of ships in our cap area to defend it. So I'm not gonna jam back yet. Let's switch back to HE again. We're gonna go Mutsuki. Way behind him. His guns are higher trajectory. I have to remember that. Come on, let me have a shot at him. Julio's headed away. Krasny Krym is headed towards the edge of the island here. Let's hit our speed boost. We could find the enemy carrier potentially. Ugh. We may have to 1-2 this. We may have to try to kill the Krasny Krym with guns and then go after the Julio with torpedoes. It's gonna be a little sketch. Come on. No joy.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Oh crap. Good, he has pretty long range torpedoes. We're just gonna go straight at the Julio while hopefully he's distracted. Oh no, don't kill me outright! How's he reloading so fast? Come on, Torps. Try to get a fire on him. Hopefully we got a couple floods. Oh, Nelly.
Smoke screen set.
Want to get a fire on him. Probably want to be on shooting high explosive ammo to get a fire, right? Duh.
Engine boost deactivated.
Let's try to get on the opposite side of him so he'll have to turn his guns all the way around on us. So we can possibly get 5 kilometers, 5.5 before he comes out of the smoke. I'm just doing the regular one, Monk, because I'm not tier 5 right now. I'm dead. Come on. Let's anticipate his turn. He's probably going to kill us, but we might have got him. Whoosh.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Oh, CV! He probably bombed me to death. Oh, thanks, Monk. It's always an adventure in a destroyer for me. 100%. Hey, 5 Gems. I'm good. How are you? Getting to see some Destroyer play, which I rarely do. I'm back in Farragut, which you had recommended back, last campaign? So, not been able to get the Citadel yields that we had been hoping for yet. We got a battleship that's going to take him out. But we've had some fun games. I tried one game in Mayhem and completely potatoed it, but we'll probably finish out our Citadels tomorrow. It's the last thing we have to do for the week. Pro DD play. Hey, you know what? At least I'm getting better at anticipating the turns than I used to. I'll say that. That's something that I would have dorked before. I would have shot behind my torpedoes behind him. So I'm getting a little bit better in destroyers to be able to multitask and figure out, you know, which side of the recommended angle to fire on, because the recommended only works if they're going at constant speed and direction, right? Well, we nabbed a second place, got 0 Citadels. Let's see, maybe we'll play one more game. Let's see where we're at progress-wise. Recents. Boy, racked up some wins, which is cool. Fortunately, we don't need wins right now. We need Citadels. Russian for Citadels, got to play Islands. Yeah, I don't have the Russian DDs unlocked. So shoot, I actually want to go. If that's what you meant. And I have not ground the Russian cruiser line either yet. Just on like 3 PC accounts. Ohotnik? Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do that. I've got Ohotnik. We need 2. I played Ohotnik like twice. Maybe once. I know you got a lot of guns. There we go. Oh god. Get my commander. Is this the right commander? Let's put a... How about a flag? How about a booster? Okay, that's the correct commander. Let's power him up a little bit. Is that a good inspiration? That's torpedo launcher reload time. And reduced chance of having your steering gears damaged. So I don't know if that's, I mean, inspiration's an inspiration right now. It's no big deal. I guess I could use some kind of armor penetration, round improvement. TNT. Is that an abbreviation for a commander that I should know? Let's do this, though. Let's do legendary. And I'm assuming we want unstoppable. Twist and track. Oh, twist and track. Gotcha. Hold on a sec. Let me... Okay. That is detection. I think I like that. I don't know what I was doing when I first set this guy up. Unstoppable. Okay. And contact is imminent is okay. I mean, these seem kind of 6 of one, half dozen of another. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, shoot. Panic. Panic mode! I have an upgrade available. I just saw that. Why not? Okay. I think we want to go aiming systems. All right, let's go. Let's make this happen. We need 2. Wish for Omahas. Think about Omaha, Nebraska, Monk. We need some Omahas. Need the all Omaha, Nebraska, and Krasny Krem. Why could I not Citadel that Krasny Krem in the last game? He was slightly angled. Yeah, this boat's hilarious. I have it on PC and I've played it a decent number of games, but not a ton. But it's just so funny to look at. Yeah, Omaha's the best. Oh, did you load in? Okay. We did get the same game. Hey, Matchmaker did its job. I won't shoot at you either. No domination caps. Lots of cruisers though.
Thank you.
But we're down. We're low tier.
General quarters.
Where's the Emerald and the Dallas? What's my detection? Okay, 5.9 detection. 4.5 kilometer torpedo range. Oh, you don't have to tell me where people are at, dude. I don't want to reverse stream snipe. Such a funny boat. So I should be able to Citadel for Ataka. Again, it was 5.9. Okay, 5.9 detection. While Monk is kind of helping me get my last couple Citadel hits. Not that we should be doing it that way, but he suggested, which is a good thought, to do the Ohotnik, which I forgot that I even have. Hello, Mr. Emerald. Okay, let's do a sweeping turn and see if we can get broadside to him. Am I spotting him? We'll go mid. He's gonna turn out and give me broadside right about now, right? Come on, baby, the reload is long. Hey, we got it.
Confirmed penetration.
Okay, he's probably gonna be torping this area. All right, Monk. Now I'm gonna potato out of this game probably, but we got it. We got 5. I appreciate your help, even though I feel dirty. Hey, Hitman, how are you? Just finished our missions for the week. Not hard mode, but able to get our last Citadel hits based on a little bit of help that I hate to admit from Monk, and good suggestion on a ship as well. Ooh. Okay, Dallas heading this way. What? How do we get spotted? Okay, let's do torp wall. Oh no, 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 no. Why do they take so long to get here? Ah! They knew I had to go to bed anyway, that I should go to bed. Why did he wait so long to torpedo? Well, Samuel, it's a tier 4, right? You have to be tier 5 to get your 9. So I just needed to get 2 to get done for my weekly set. So I'm happy. That is not how to destroyer, by the way, at all. You guess your whole team came here? Yeah, there's a lot of your team there, but I didn't think he torpedoed the Emerald because it took so long for the torps to show up. He must have really delayed. Oh, you pushed into where our team was too? Yeah, you're a popular target in the Ohotnik. You guys are way ahead though. You're gonna roll us, it looks like. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you for the tip. That helps me get finished. That's going to be it for the night for me, guys. I have, again, an employee review to do in the morning. I'm going to try to jump on tomorrow night if I can. If I can, I will post on YouTube, kind of a placeholder for the stream. Yeah. Hitman says, okay, just popped in. Sleep well, it's morning here. Yeah, I've got another well, it's not going to be a bad employee review, but they always are really draining doing the HR related stuff, human resources stuff. So got that to do, got some work to finish up tomorrow, and then we hit the road to Portland, Oregon on Friday for another football tournament. So hopefully going to go better than this last weekend went. Garrus, thank you for coming in again on the YouTube side. Super appreciated. And hey, Bussy, good to see you. I am wrapping up shop. Thank you, 5 Jumps. Thank you, Hitman and Monk. Thank you and Samuel for hanging out. And thanks for the ship suggestions. I can't say that 5 times fast right now. But I got to take the Ohotnik back out and play it for reals. And it's time to start working on another destroyer line. I have the Lightning unlocked. I need to do some Lightning play. It's going to need to be upgraded. But definitely have some things to work on. So we made some progress on our English, British ship lines tonight and on Normandy. So that was pretty good. We got King George V upgraded all the way. And Normandy is getting close to getting to Lyon. Look at that. Very close. And Lyon's a ship I know I like. Normandy's getting really fun now that she's all upgraded. So hey, really appreciate it, you guys, everyone who came by. Again, sorry it's going to be a short week, but glad we could hook up tonight and hope to see you maybe tomorrow night. If I don't, have an awesome weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. And yeah, another ranked season is opening soonish. I did make it to rank 7. Thank you to Archer and his help. We did a 8-game streak and got to rank 7 in the last season, which was fun. And I got a little bit, I'm up to 855 steel. So I only have 28,200-ish to get to Missouri. So things are looking up. Thanks, you guys. Have an awesome one. I'm VannKraken, and I am out.